See, that's not what we expected, it's not what we planned on. But when you do go into the postseason, if it's not the big dance or, you gotta hope that guys are focused and locked in. And we came out, we've never come out that flat. I don't know if we've ever come out that flat in all my time here. So we just dug ourselves a big hole, and I thought that Robert Klein just did a wonderful job. I mean, you talk about a guy playing within himself and doing what he can do well. He did that. They just played harder for us every loose ball, and then once that momentum is going in a direction, it's tough to get it to stop. And we got it to 10, we got it to 9 at one point, and then we just we couldn't make a shot. Obviously, we got very little. 2 for 19 from 3. You're not going to win many games playing that way. But you can't let this be the this won't define our season. Everyone feels horrible about it tonight. But, we had a great run late in the year when we got healthy. We had a tough run up to tough times in January. But for whatever reason, tonight was, I think some of the freshmen hit the wall. You talk about hitting the freshman wall earlier in the season in January. I think, I could see in practice the last week or so that some of them were shot. And, it was just one of those nights, man. But usually we would find a way. And we held them to 42% shooting from the floor, but we just dug ourselves too big of a hole. We did a better job defending them in the second half. But God, we missed so many layups, and we had some great looks from 3 that we usually make, and we weren't able to make those. So that's it. Pack the balls away, and get recruiting and do all the things that we do. And I'll give them a couple weeks off, and then we'll get back into all of our spring individual workouts and things like that.
Tom, what do you think the layoff had anything to do with the slow start, or was it kind of a quiet atmosphere, or just unrelated to any of that stuff?
I don't know. You never know. If you knew, you would address it leading up to the game. I thought we were the first couple practices back after the tournament weren't good. I think that we got the wind taken out of our sails a little bit with the loss to Northeastern, the double OT loss to Northeastern. And that's understandable, but you work through it, and we started having some pretty good practices the last week or so, the last few. So I thought that we were going to be able to build off of that. And once again, I thought playing at home, would help, but that wasn't the case.
Coach, on the play of Chaz down the stretch after playing so well early in the season, is that just freshman hitting the wall?
It might be, yeah. I mean, it's concerning. It's something that we've talked to him about. In the first half, he wasn't. I had a potent, but I mean, no one played well. I mean, Charles is a great player, so he can play poorly and get 21. But nobody played very well tonight. But it was just like, and not having Greg Washington, and I'm not making excuses for him. He's the perfect guy to guard Glenn, because he's mobile and he can chase him around. And we tried in that Lester a little bit, but then we had to guard him with a bigger person, and that was a tough matchup for us. But hey, good teams make adjustments, and guys who come off the bench take advantage of being starters when those situations arise. So. That's good. Nobody else.
Charles, what will you take from this season? The struggles in the middle of the season, the great finish at the end. But what do you take from it as a player, and as what do you guys take from it as a team?
I have to be more of a leader on the court. The games that we lost were the games that I wasn't as aggressive, like play as a leader, and supposedly the best player on the team. I can't play like that anytime I step on the floor, because I have young guys that's looking up to me.
Coach, why no Greg Washington tonight?
Ankle. He rolled his ankle. We thought it was going to be real bad. Evan Mollings, our trainer, did a tremendous job getting him to this point. I mean, when it happened, it would happen our first day back. We thought he might have broke it. It was a bad sprain, but he was able to get to walk through today. And then when he ran on it today, this afternoon, it swelled up, and we weren't going to risk him blowing it out, trying to play on it tonight. So, but he should be fine over time.
Tom, how about you? You said this won't define your season. What do you take from the way these guys came back from January? And kind of
I thought they showed great gumption. I mean, I think it was, I've always said with every team we have, we can go as far as the seniors take you. And when we went on our run, Charles got healthy again, and obviously that helped a great deal. But also, I think that's when Vines and Zabo played their best basketball. And when they both started playing with great energy and we got a little bit more leadership out there, I think we played at the level we thought we were going to be capable of playing at.
After the Northeastern loss, you kind of said you wanted to play in a tournament like this. Did you get the desired effect even though you came out with a loss tonight?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to watch the tape. You know, I was hoping obviously for a better performance game. It was more competitive. And obviously they're a tough team to chase because they're very comfortable scoring late in the clock and doing those kind of things. But you wanted to get the freshmen as many minutes as you could. We did that almost at a default to a certain degree because of Greg not playing. But hey, if it's whether you win or you lose, it's a teachable moment. You know, when we sit down and meet, I'm going to talk to them about what happened tonight, why it might have happened, and how we can prepare to make sure this never happens again next year, especially. So for the freshmen, hopefully it was humbling, and they understand, they understand what they need to do to prepare for games, whether it's the first game of the year or, in this case, the last one.
Tom, you know Ron pretty well. Do you think these guys?
He'll do a TV show with the guy for 2 days now.
I know, huh? Do you think they were particularly hungry? I think they had a higher RPI than you, having to come across the country and play on the road. Do you think they were going to prove themselves?
I don't think that was it. I think they were hungry. Obviously, I think they were pissed they lost, and they were upset they lost in their championship game to Oakland. And I think they felt like they had something to prove, and I thought they came in right from the get-go, and they played with great energy in the beginning of the game, and you can't let that happen anywhere, but especially at home, So, and he's a hell of a coach. He does a great job, and they're a good basketball team, so. Now you root for them, we'll root for them to go win this whole thing. And obviously they have the ability to do that. They're a talented group.
Coach, why do you think you came out a little bit sluggish there in the opening couple of minutes?
That was asked earlier. I have no idea. I mean, once again, was it the layoff? Was it? That comes from within. The expression we use all the time is 50 by 94. It doesn't matter how many people are in the gym. It doesn't matter, if there's a lot of people hanging off the rafters, or if there's no one in the gym. It's 50 by 94. You're playing for pride, playing for the name on the front of your shirt, and you got to go out and give great effort. And we didn't give a good enough effort tonight. I mean, I tell him how many times, with greatness comes responsibility. You can't take 13 shots. God, I wish I played for a coach who was telling me to get 20 shots a game. I need him to shoot the ball. We need him to shoot the ball more. It puts pressure on the defense. So, hey, he's still a junior. He's got a whole other year. He's still growing as a player as well. So we'll be fine.
Charles, what does it mean for you to end the season off like this?
Disappointing. Coach put a lot of trust in me as a captain and the leader of his team, and I felt like tonight I let him down.
You still take satisfaction with the Player of the Year award, though, despite this type of season anyway?
The individual accolades doesn't mean anything to me. I'd rather just still be playing, so it doesn't mean anything.
And Coach, what do you say to the younger players after a game like this when you talk a little bit about it before, but obviously they don't come out with the fire and the intensity you expect, so what do you say to them after a game like this and kind of wrapping up the season?
I didn't talk to them. I didn't talk to anyone. I went in the locker room. I said, guys, it's better off I don't talk to you tonight. We'll meet in a couple of days and we'll sit down and we'll go through everything and then we'll talk about this game. And sometimes as a coach, you're just better off doing that, because you react to the game. I was obviously frustrated. That was a horrible call to the official. The game's over, but the point is, I'm frustrated. He admitted to me, he goes, I'm sorry, I anticipated the call, I made a bad call. He's a good official. But, that builds up. Well, that can build up the same way when you go talk to your basketball team. I don't want to do that. I love these guys. So there's no reason for me to go off on them now, I'll go off on them later.
Anything else? Coach, what about the seniors? This is their last game here.
Yeah, that sucks. For them, I told them both. I said, this is not what I envisioned for you guys, the way to go out. Not here, not like this. But, it's life lessons, man, It's not a fairy tale. It doesn't always end the way you want. Cool. Thank you all very much.